So today, working on the back of my crib, I've got piles of shit that I need to get rid of. And I know you're thinking, man, he live trifling. No, I don't actually live here. Actually, this is an investment property. As you can see, it's used to be a Bando slash dope spot. Now it's my spot slash extra revenue. Well, I just have one stream, right? Anyway, today, you see that dip? That's what I've been working on. And been watching some videos, bought some shoring posts to work on that dip. And I got the shoring post in there, but I hadn't really used them. Didn't really have time to do it with my trucking career and all that. But today is the first day that I actually used them, or used one. And the dip is most pronounced right there, but it was all the way to the corner. Move my big hand. But that corner now is somewhat level. And it's level because that is exactly where I put a brace and a shoring post. What I'm gonna have to do is actually get up there and maybe string a line from here to there, and because the points I would believe were probably the most accurate on this house, but then the middle being sunk in, if I string a string from point to point, the difference between the string and the ridge should be evident, and then I just push the roof up to the string, which should be straight. Or maybe I could just take a leveler. Maybe I'll do string and a leveler and just take a leveler up there, and when the leveler is straight, the ridge is straight, right? And once all of the rest of that is 5-degree pitch, so once I get everything 5-degree pitch, it's all good, right? Yeah, I'm no contractor, but I mean, common sense is common in this part of town anyway. Maybe not where some people are from. Now, floor. I put these floor joists in. You may have seen that in the other video, but I didn't finish it because I had this big platform sitting here, and I was leaving that there so I could have something to walk on, but I got tired of looking at it, so it's in one of those piles out there. And I went on ahead and took the last three. I think these are 14 feet 2x10s, and 3 of them span from that wall to this wall. And so I stuck huge lag bolts, just to keep them in place, shimmed them up. And so, they're not going anywhere, but they're not done. I got the nail gun. They probably need a shit ton of nails in them. And then they're not secure over here at all, because that bottom sill plate needs to be replaced. And the bottom plate here, that's just temporary because it's all rotten. The whole wall rotten. There was a beehive here, and it's rotten over here. If you look, see termites, water damage, you name it, it's all over the place, right? So this house was built in the 40s, and when they built it, they did not put the underlayment all the way to the edge and then the bottom plate on top of it. Instead, the underlayment went straight to where a bottom plate was already nailed on top. I'm not gonna do it that this time. So 19/32, I'm gonna, I guess, raise everything by 19/32 because I'm putting this underlayment all the way to the edge and then putting the bottom plate of the wall on top of that, and then building the wall up with a double top plate, as you see, and continue like so. And it should be really easy to get 19/32 with those shoring posts. Let me show you those, because I'm using one now to raise this ridge here. I think it's called a roof ridge or ridge line or something. But as you can see, it was built with like a 1x8, very, very thin, very, very thin. And It was heavily damaged. And I didn't even really realize all the damage that was going on until I got somebody to put a roof shingles on here. And then the dip became very pronounced. And I was like, oh, hell no. And so this little work is something that they did. It's half-ass. So what I'm gonna do is, for each one of these ceiling beams, truss, whatever's, I'm gonna sister a brand new one next to it, all the exact same length, all the way down with the bird's mouth on the edge, because these don't even have bird's mouths on them, and they're not connected to the ceiling joist at the end, as you may be able to see way down there. See how they're not connected? Major problem. I don't know what the hell was going on in the 1940s besides the war, but motherfuckers was fucking up. So this is something I just did kind of makeshift, and I'm starting to see how I need to make it better. Like maybe I need a 4x4 and then maybe some 2x4s attached to that, something a little stronger, or maybe something like an iron plate to keep that wood from bending. But I did this real quick because I didn't know what else to do. Did that real quick, used the shoring post and ran that up to it. There's my nail gun. Those are a godsend. If you don't have one, you're truly living in the Stone Ages. Anyway, here's what they look like. Here's mine. I got it from Home Depot. And all I did was take a Harbor Freight jack and stick the end on it. And if you look, the end, it's like it's made for it, because these little cutouts that you have on here that fit on cars, these things fit perfectly they fit perfectly on here. Like it fits on there, like they designed it thinking that you were going to use it like that. And then I just started jacking it up. And the shit worked. So what I'm gonna do now is take one of these other ones that I got, run it up next to this one, because I can't just leave it on the jack. Run it up next to it, run it down to the floor, because they go 13 feet, I believe, or more. And then I'm gonna leave that one permanent, and then I'm gonna just take this one down. And then I'm gonna run the next one, maybe here. I hope I'm not moving the camera too crazy. I know how it is when people do that. It almost makes you sick, gives you motion sickness. But I'm gonna run, I've got 4, and I'm gonna run all 4 across until I get that ridge line straight. Yeah, so, yeah, wish me luck, man. You know, I don't even think I even finished woodworking class in high school. But at least I was in high school when they were doing manly shit like that. Nowadays, I don't even think they do stuff like that in high school. But yeah, these are now $100 each. So if they go down in price, well, in 2021, these 4x8 1932nd inch plywood sheets were $100. I get a bundle of them. I could probably get them cheaper, but I just got this one to walk across the floor, because this is the only way I get in and out of here. Excuse me, get in and out of here right now. And they were $20 back in the day. Now they're, 5 times that. So yeah, to cover the entire floor, maybe $2,000. Either way, I'm gonna finish this whole side first, get the ridge line put up. I'm gonna redo this back wall, put the sister the beams next to these existing trusses, tighten that up, and then I'm gonna do this side. And I should be really good at it by the time I do this side, because I've been learning on that side. And everything is level so far, except the roof. But just wanted to show you what I was doing, so I don't want to keep you. And I'll get back with you after a while. Come in and check in and see how the Bando is doing in a month.